This week's show is going to be when do you choose yourself? When do you actually choose yourself, both as a female side, as a male side? Because it's not going to come from your breakthrough coach. It's not going to come from another strategy. It might not even come from another man, another woman. It'll come from finally choosing you. And that's when you're going to be able to attract your other partner.
When do you choose yourself? When do you choose yourself? And I think for me, choosing myself, it was the moment that I stopped waiting for someone else to validate me. When I realized that I could validate me. I'm the only one that's going to be there with me this whole time. I think that started with just walking away from a different version of me, an older version of me. Because the older version of me was so addicted to the proving. And walking away from that version that was afraid of my own standards, of boundaries, of knowing deep inside of me, like what was my truth, but being afraid to go there, to express it. I think that that's where it started, was walking away from version of, and it was a specific conversation. I remember I was having a conversation with a mentor, and she said, I was brand new to doing any kind of work on myself. I was always complaining. I was complaining about life wasn't going right. Relationships weren't going right. My work wasn't going right. There was just so much happening that wasn't going right. And she said to me, wow, this is so great because you're the common denominator in every single situation. So you know that you can fix it. And I was like, oh shit, she's right. I am. And it had never occurred to me that I was the common denominator and I had the ability to shift all of that. And it was because I had never worked on myself before, and it was the lack of personal responsibility.
Alignment over attention.
Alignment over attention. Alignment over attention. Like, I know what's for me. Attention is when I'm seeking something outside of myself, but alignment is where I know it inside and I'm like, oh, okay. I know that this is for me because I can feel it within me. Where my attention goes, my energy flows too. My life will build momentum when I seek the alignment rather than the outside validation. A lot of women that have difficulty with boundaries are people pleasers. So it's letting them understand that when you set a boundary, you're not being cold, you're not being controlling, you're communicating your capacity. Period. So you're showing someone how to show up for you, how to love you, how to be in your life. That's it. It's not something difficult. I think growing up as a people pleaser, we are taught that boundaries, we want people to like us. So boundaries mean you're going to piss some people off. And when you're a people pleaser, that's the last thing you want to do. They may not love you again. And so that attacks your nervous system. And then that's uncertainty.
Okay, that's a big commitment. That's a very big commitment. Say you're not married. Say you're not in a committed relationship. And he's like, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to make it work out. I'll take a chance with this person. That's ridiculous. But that's it. What? These are going to come up.
You know, what I learned about that was like the evidence, it wasn't out there, right? The evidence was inside me because I already had this belief that he was going to behave a certain way. And that's all the evidence I needed. So I would just go and find shit and make it mean something. So it added to the evidence that I wanted to prove. When you're secure within yourself, you don't need to investigate every single man because you know your truth. You read energy, you can feel it within yourself, and you know that if something's off, that it'll be addressed. You just won't obsess over it. You don't have time for that because you're clear on where you're going. Stop pretending you don't need anyone because that's what it is. You're just letting fear run the show. You can keep convincing yourself that your independence is your power, but your real power is in your ability to receive and let people in and be supported and feel safe in someone's presence. That means cutting off all the people that breadcrumb you or that are, and what's crazy is like that part feels safe in the beginning, right? What she's accustomed to, like the nervous system is so used to that. It's like that high alert. And because the man is feeding into that, it's like, oh, this is my normal. Let me keep going down that path. But it's like, no, that's not what I want. Like it's getting that clarity of this is what I want. And this is what I'm only available for, period. Because when you finally stop proving that you can do this all alone, then you're going to create space for the kind of love that, and the kind of relationship that just reminds you that you don't have to be by yourself.
There were so many nuggets on this show, Be sure to catch the full episode on the channel and look for the playlist Talks with Carrie from Worthy AF. And again, thanks for watching.